Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am super excited for this video because we're going to be talking about all the new indie makeup releases from the past week and my personal opinion on them, whether I'm going to be buying them or not. If you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Amy and I love talking about indie makeup. We talk about new releases pretty much every single week on my channel, so if that's something you're interested in, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. This particular series is inspired by Aniela Kniekvist and Samantha March, so I have both of their channels linked down below. Definitely check them out if you have not already. And then I also have all the Instagram accounts that I use and just a ton of information in my description box. So let's go ahead and jump right on into the new releases. We don't have as much to talk about this week, so hopefully it's not such a long episode because the last few weeks have been a little crazy. Alright, so the first release we have to talk about this week is from Terra Cosmetics, and they are sneak peeking some new fall matte shades. I'm really excited about this one in particular because I love Terra Moon's matte formula. I've tried their regular mattes, which their fall mattes last year versus their fall mattes this year is quite a difference as far as color stories go, because last year was your typical like super warm, rich shades, and then this year is super fun and like a very colorful Halloween vibes without being black and orange, which I appreciate. But anyways, I've tried the original ones, I've tried their pastel mattes, their neon mattes, and I feel like overall they just are so good at mattes. So I'm very, very tempted to pick these up. I really like the colors that are going on as well. That we don't have a date yet, but I'm very, very intrigued by those ones. And then next we have a little sneak peek from the new Adept Cosmetics Plain Jane palette. And I showed you guys a sneak peek of this last week, and it was going to be like 18 shades. I think it was like 9 shades long, and it just looked like a gigantic palette. And they did actually show more sneak peeks of the packaging, which I don't have to show you because I forgot to screenshot it. I'm so sorry. But they said that the original idea of doing a super long palette was kind of a fail. So I guess that's not happening. It's going to be a smaller palette now, which I'm sure is a good thing for some people because I know a lot of people like smaller palettes. But anyways, we've seen 3 of these shades that are going to be inside swatched out, and I do think they look really, really beautiful. However, I'm looking at the sneak peek and I'm feeling like such a clown because I'm like, ooh, it's pretty, maybe I'll buy it. And I have these shadows from Adept Cosmetics that I finally went ahead and put inside a palette, and I've literally never used them. So how am I gonna sit here and think about buying another palette when I haven't used the shadows that I already have from them? I did purchase a few of these, and then they threw some extras in my order, so let me know if you want me to do a video on these. I meant to do it months and months and months ago, but I'm a mess. So I don't know, I'm not even allowing myself to really think about purchasing this palette until I try their shadows because I already have some. Alright, next we have a sneak peek from Omfg Cosmetics, and this is going to be releasing September 1st. We just have a black and white picture right now, but I will say that this sneak peek grabbed my attention specifically because the packaging looks like the Natasha Nona mini eyeshadow palettes. So close, it's ridiculous. So I am really curious to see what the color stories are going to be. It looks like just from the depth of the black and white picture that there's going to be 2 different mini palettes coming out perhaps, so I'm really, really curious about these. And next we have a full reveal of a new collection that I am so excited about, and this is the Kaleidos. I want to say this is the Fresh Fantasy collection if I remember correctly, and I didn't even realize this was coming. This sneak peek was sent to me by a subscriber, so I was able to post it early because it was on their Chinese social media. They posted it there first, so I felt like I had a tiny exclusive for just a moment because I hadn't seen anyone talk about it yet, and I'm just so into this. The purple eyeshadow palette, like I want it. I want it so badly. That one is absolutely stunning. So I do already know that I'm going to be receiving this in PR. My package should be on its way shortly, which I'm really excited about. But just to be clear, like looking at this collection, 100% if I wasn't receiving it in PR, that purple palette would be mine. It looks like there is also a sheer red lucid lip, which is a lip gloss, and then there's also going to be 3 different contour kits, so I'm really, really excited about this. And I think it's actually really fun that they're doing a full kind of like warm, soft, neutral palette, because I know that not everyone who wants to try Kaleidos or who's into indie makeup wants crazy colorful palettes. So if you've been wanting to try them and their other color stories were a little bit too bold for you, then this could definitely be a good option. So excited about that. And then next we have another sneak peek, and I just had to mention this. I know I mentioned it like 2 weeks ago, like the tiniest amount, about GlamLite eventually coming out with a pastel palette, but that time is here and now, and honestly, maybe by the time I'm editing this video, they might have already revealed it, because it is, I believe, launching tomorrow from the time I'm filming this. It's Friday right now. I believe this is launching on Saturday. So they are coming out with a new pastel palette, and it is going to have 30 delicious flavors. So I'm guessing there will be 30 eyeshadows, which I think is the cake palette like 25 shadows, so maybe a little bit bigger than that. I'm really, really curious to see if this is going to be ice cream or like sherbet inspired. A sherbet inspired palette could be cute. This is probably going to end up being a buy for me, because, or a BUI, I guess I should say, because you know the title of this video, because I love their formula so much of the shimmers, and I can just imagine the pastel shimmers they're going to do are going to be delicious. So I'm pretty excited about this sneak peek as well. And then next we have another new full launch, and this is from Lethal Cosmetics, and they are releasing 9 different nude lipsticks. I'm really excited about this one because I love their Sen Nudes lipstick that they did in collaboration with Jolena. I think it's a really beautiful color, but also the formula is really, really nice. I did ask them if the formula is the same, and they said it's kind of similar, but this new formula is a little bit longer wearing, if I remember correctly. They said something along those lines, so not exact same, but I just feel like I had such a good experience with the original one that I'm definitely willing to give these a shot. Part of me, the makeup hoarder part of me, wants to get the entire collection, even though I know I really don't need it. I just feel like there's some really interesting tones going on here, but I think realistically what's going to happen is that I'm going to go ahead and purchase the shade 1 through 4 on this swatch photo. That would be Rome, Arrival, Quest, and Odyssey. Those just look really, really nice. They look to have kind of interesting undertones, and they're supposed to have like a soft satin finish. I'm all about that, so probably gonna buy those. Yeah. Yep. And then next we have a new release from Milk Cosmetics, and this is their Royal Blush collection, I believe it's what it's called, and these look so beautiful. They are little digital dust blush duos. I don't know why that felt like such a tongue twister to say, but they are all like shimmery blushes, and I just feel like every single duo looks so, so pretty. The one called, oh gosh, I can't remember what it was called. Actually, maybe Raw Honey, if I remember correctly, is the one that really appealed to me, with like more mauve-y neutral shades. But honestly, I was like, no, you don't need it. You don't need it. Like $39 for a double blush duo. Like, I just do not need that right now, as much as the packaging is just so phenomenal and spectacular, and it's so pretty. I'm wondering if these are limited edition, or maybe, you know, if I wait a little bit next time they do a sale, because they seem to do sales pretty often and they do them pretty well. So maybe I could get these like 40% off. That would be great. But I just don't want to pay $40 for a blush duo right now. So that's a pass, even though I love, 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 love the packaging. I think it is so cute and innovative, and they're just killing it. And then next we have a new release from Tower 28, and they have released 4 new colors of their lip gloss. These are specifically their Shine On Milky lip gloss, I believe is what it's called. And part of me, majority of me, is like, I don't need these. I don't need them whatsoever. I don't need new gloss. But then the other part of me is thinking about all the people who have been raving about their lip glosses, especially my friend Karen Harris. But I know so many people love their lip gloss formula so much, and it is only $14, which is not super bad. So I am tempted to try one, and especially looking at these colors, I like the third one over to the right. I feel like that one appeals to me a lot. These look more my vibes than some of the other colors that they already had released. So I am a bit tempted to pick up one of these just to try and see if the hype is worth it. But as of right now, like, it's just like a far off thought, like maybe possibly I'll try it. I'm not like, oh, maybe I'll buy that later or anything. It's more disconnected than that, if that makes any sense. Like I said, this video is a little bit faster, so that's pretty much all the indie releases we have to talk about. I have 2 things I wanted to mention quickly that are more mainstream releases, but I just had a little bit of commentary to throw out there. The first is a new collaboration between Nikkitutorials and Beauty Bay. It is a pressed pigment eyeshadow palette. It's launching August 31st. I'm not sure how much this is going to be, but I assume it's not going to be too expensive, because Beauty Bay overall seems to be a pretty affordable brand. And I do think that this is cute, but overall nothing here strikes me as I absolutely must have this palette. I have been wanting to try Beauty Bay's formula, so I don't know. I mean, it's there's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing that's super pulling me in. If this is something you would like to see me review, if it's not super expensive like I assume, maybe like under $30, then possibly I can do that. Just let me know. I'm always curious to hear your feedback. I just had to throw this in really quickly. I am such a sucker for a good collab palette reveal video, so I went and watched Nikki's and I am sold. The palette is $30. The shimmers are stunning. I love the message behind the collab and just like the redemption of it, which I can actually relate to. So I just wanted to throw out that I am going to be purchasing it if I can get my hands on it and the launch isn't too crazy. Okay, and then the last thing that I wanted to mention is a new release from Soul Body, which is the Colourpop sister brand that does like more skincare and like some like body makeup and stuff sometimes. I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly they are because I thought that they were more skincare, but now they're releasing more and more makeup, so it just seems like another, I don't know. But anyways, they are releasing a new face and body bronzing balm and rounded kabuki brush. Okay, the kabuki brush doesn't appeal to me at all, but what I thought about when I saw this release is these new bronzing balms. I think that there are 8 different shades that are going to be available, and this made me kind of happy, even though I'm still taking a break from Colourpop. We're taking a little moment to ourselves. I haven't been buying anything from them, but when I saw this release, it instantly intrigued me because it reminds me of the Chanel Soleil de Tan de Chanel, which I feel like people have raved about for years and years and years, and for some reason Chanel has got away with only having one shade, which is honestly ridiculous. So seeing this made me happy because it feels like the same type of product. I mean, obviously I don't know if the formulas compare at all, but just looking at them, there's so many shades. I feel like a lot of people who maybe wanted to try the Chanel one and knew that the shade would not work for them, they're not going to be excluded with this launch. So that does make me happy. I'm really curious to see reviews on the formula of this, and yeah, I'm a little bit intrigued. I'm not going to purchase it right now, but it was definitely the most intriguing Colourpop launch that I've seen in a hot minute. All right, y'all, so that is everything for today's indie makeup releases. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.